integrated, third is non-variant, and the last one is non-volatile. So once data is stored in the data warehouse, it does not change. So old or incorrect data is not updated. Instead, new data is added, unless you update by yourself. But usually, you just store, add. So this makes it reliable for analysis. For example, Amazon doesn't change all sales report, and new sales data is simply added, keeping the history intact for report. Okay, so non-volatile or stable data. So what's the difference between data warehouse versus data warehousing versus data warehouse? So data warehouse is the place where business data is stored. So data warehouse is the place itself where business data is stored. And data warehousing is the whole process of collecting, organizing, and making the data available for decision making. So data warehouse is the noun or the place where the business data is stored. When the data warehouse is the whole complete process start from collecting, storing, organizing, retrieving, and analyzing, making the data available for decision making. So data warehouse and data warehousing is kind of like about the term. So data warehouse is the place, and data warehousing is the process itself. So there is several types of data warehouses. The first one is data mart. Data mart like a supermarket. So in the data warehouse, it's just like in a company, and the data mart is kind of like a smaller department, smaller folder, focus warehouses for specific department. For example, the folder is specifically for the sales or marketing. And then there is operational data stores or ODS. Stores real-time or current data for day-to-day operation. It's possible. The stores real-time or current data for day-to-day operation. If you go to the parking area, our school parking area or the parking area, you can see in Taiwan inside there is a car, 50 cars parking, or for example, the motorcycle, 150 motorcycle parking. Okay, and even if you go to the mall, some mall they give you some information about how many people inside the mall. So this is real time or current data day-to-day operation. So the next one is Enterprise Data Warehousing or EDW. It's a large company-wide warehouse containing data from across the organization. It's a large company-wide warehouse containing data from across the organization. Okay. We take a look one by one. The first one is data mart. So, like when I say data mart, like supermarket is smaller version of data warehouse only focuses on specific subject or department, marketing, sales, operation. Instead of storing all company data like a big data warehouse, a data mart stores only the data a particular team or departments and need to make decisions. Data mart itself divided into two, dependent data mart and independent data mart. So what is it? Dependent data mart get its data directly from the main enterprise data warehouse. So they get the data from the main company data. Uses the same data format and quality as the EDW. And everyone in the company sees the same consistent information. This is when I was work, there is my company also have this kind of data. So we have like a shared folder. So everyone can see the folder. So in the meeting, we just use the same folder. In the meeting, we can use we can refer to the same folder. For example, a global company like Coca-Cola has an EDW. The marketing department uses a dependent data mart with sales and customer data from the EDW to plan promotion. So everyone can see. One senior, I think he is graduated. He was worked in IKEA before, and then in the IKEA office, there is like a real-time data like this one. It's a real-time data. So in the IKEA office, the staff can see how many sales the product already sells and on that day, on that time, in that time. Okay, so this is kind of like everyone can see the same exactly data. Well, the second one is independent data mart. So independent data mart is built separately without using a central data warehouse. It's cheaper and faster to set up, but may have data differences or inconsistencies. Little bit different with independent data mart. Often used by smaller companies or specific business units. Usually used by smaller companies or specific business unit. For example, a regional retail chain without a full data warehouse creates an independent data mart for its sales teams to track weekly store performance. So a regional retail chain, smaller business without a full data warehouse created an independent data mart for its sales team to track weekly store performance. Only for sales team, not and only sales team can access the data. Next one is operational data stores or ODS. So an operational data store or ODS is like a short-term memory for business data. It provides up-to-date real-time information that helps with day-to-day decision. The thing that you need to see, the first one is it's updated constantly during daily business operation. Combine data from different systems into one place, help with a fast short-term decision for critical tasks, and often used as temporary storage area before sending data to a data warehouse. So it's kind of like using a temporary data. So like this, our computer, they have like, you can store only for one day in your computer, but if tomorrow you see your data is gone, it's already gone. So they have, because they only give you the storage or give you the data only day to day, and then the other one you need to how do you say, retrieve again from the main panel. Example of ODS. A bank like Wells Fargo uses an ODS to track customer transactions in real time. So when a customer deposit money or transfer fund, the ODS update immediately. Staff can access the most recent customer account information, and later this data may be copied to the long-term data warehouse for historical analysis. So this is the example of ODS. Opermart, I think it's I skipped the Opermart. We goes to Enterprise Data Warehouse or EDW. So what is it? So an Enterprise Data Warehouse or EDW is a large company-wide system that stores all important business data from different departments and locations in one place. The EDW helps managers and employees make smart decisions by providing clean, consistent, and well-organized data. So different with the data mart, EDW is larger because this can be accessed and can be connected to integrated in the big company scale. Key feature in EDW. The first one is combine data from different sources into one system. If you remember last semester, you learned about Zoho. Zoho is kind of EDW because in Zoho inside you can access CRM, SCM, or maybe sales inventory. So in Zoho, if you remember last semester in the Smart Service Management subject, we use Zoho. And Zoho is the example of EDW because the Zoho can combine data from different sources into one system. And it's easy to use format, used by everyone. You can access as long as you have internet access. EDW also support many types of decision-making tools. For example, CRM, customer relationship management. You can store your customer data. SEM or supply chain management. You can see the supplier until it's received by the customer. BPM, business performance management, and BAM, business and activity monitoring. Okay, so this is the EDW usually need a very big data like this one, tera data, and then they can consist a lot of data for the sales, inventory, supply chain, CRM. Okay, I don't think this is okay. So, well, I'll stop here, and then I would like to explain. Next week we'll have a midterm presentation. So I would like to give you explanation about next week midterm. So next week, Thursday, November 6th, we will have a midterm presentation. We start at 9:10, and you can come earlier, present and off. You can go just like class, because if you can present first and then go, okay. And this in this room, and it's gonna be individual presentation. Score rubric. The first one is you can show, represent, or re-show your class activity for your sales dashboard or BI. If you can successfully, you show and you explain, of course. You say what is it, okay? And that is that one. And then represent or show the week 6 class activity. Week 6 class activity is about, it was interactive sales dashboard using 9. Okay, interactive sales dashboard using 9. You can go to your week 6 class activity. Okay. Just represent and then explain a bit, okay? And then you also you can represent decision tree last week, decision tree 9 last week activity, and also explain. I think it's, some of you last week already explained. And then decision tree 2 using 9 and today class activity. Please explain. I think similar but a different topic. You can also explain. Okay, you can also explain. You show the decision tree picture and then you explain. Okay. And then there is a 3 questions you need to answer. Only 3 questions. 3 assignments. The first one is about business intelligence real world case, personal business analytics, and decision support system real world case. 20 points. This one is bigger. Okay, I will explain these 3 questions. So, if you in case you are give up with this 4, you can still work with this question 3. If you are how do you say, give up and then with this class activity, you just can answer the question. It's okay. You can have several points. Presentation Q 10 points, Q&A 5 points, slide arrangement 5 points. So slide 1, you can explain, show your Coca-Cola sales dashboard, okay, like this one, and then explain what is it, what does it mean, and then what you can get from this Coca-Cola sales dashboard, what information you can get. Slide number 2, interactive dashboard using 9, similar but using 9. Don't forget to use your name, and you explain what you can get from this dashboard. And then last week, decision tree using 9, you can represent the decision tree image and decision rule set of the scenario from class activity 7. So you need to explain what does it mean? How the decision tree image. Okay. And another one is slide number 4. Slide number 4, right? Slide number 4. Decision tree 2 using 9. Is it this week? The same thing, you need to explain the decision tree image and the decision rule set, okay, of the scenario. Please give a brief explanation of it. Now, this is the question. So the question is about overview of this from the topic we already learned. Question number one, so find and describe one real company that use business intelligence dashboard. So for example, you can find one real company, for example, Coca-Cola or another company like Nike or another startup that use a real business intelligence dashboard. Okay, a lot of business intelligence dashboard for PR, for BI, Tableau, Google Data Studio, anything. Okay, what kind of data they explain, and if possible, you can provide source link or screenshot of the example. So, oh, okay, this real data dashboard from one company. Okay. Slide number 6 is about topic business analytics. So, think about your personal or university-related situation. For example, you tracking your study progress or gym attendance, or you're tracking your own monthly expenses or online shopping habit. So describe how you personally could use your data analytics to make better decisions in that situation. You can attach photo, for example. For example, usually every month I have my own monthly expense data. So I know from the this month what kind of things I bought, what kind of things I spent. And then I think I will have a year. It start from the beginning of the year. So you can share how you use data to tracking your activity, your monthly expense, your shopping expense, your tracking study, or maybe your running. Maybe if you have a smartwatch, you can use your smartwatch or your Google Sport, I don't know. You can track how many steps every day. So you use this data, so you can share, oh, I use this data to track my healthy habits. So please try to not use ChatGPT because this is your own personal experience. So you can use your kind of like day-to-day step. Usually, if you're in your phone connect with Google Health Tracker, you can retrieve the data of your calorie, for example. If you're on diet, maybe you track your daily meal. You can also share how you use your data to track something. Okay. Next one is slide number 7. Slide number 7 is about decision support system and model. So 20 points. So I would like to find one real company that use a decision support system or DSS or data driven decision tools to improve its operation. So you need to explain the name of the company and then how DSS help the company make better decisions in marketing, supply chain, customer service, and healthcare. Okay. So what kind of data DSS they use, and maybe a source link reference where you found the information. Can be online article or short video, that's okay. So different, yeah. Slide number 7 and number 5 is different. This is dashboard. This is dashboard, business intelligence dashboard for slide number 5. Slide number 7 is decision support system. How the company use data to make decisions. So please find a real company that use DSS to make decision. So a lot of decision things you can use. Okay, company usually use what kind of software they use. Okay, so this is what you need to how do you say, refer for the midterm presentation. You can find it in your current class. Okay, so this one. So okay, if you are give up with this class activity, you can answer this question 1, 2, and 3. So you can still have a point, a small amount of point. Okay. Now I would like you to today's class activity. For today's class activity, we still use a decision tree to make decision. Okay, so let's take a look into the front class. The front class. So in the front class, I have data. There's several students, several names, so I think 15. So they have a name and a work hour, 5, 6, 2, 1, 8, 11, 7, 12, this one, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I have a bonus based on their work. Work hour is 5, Bob, work hour is 6, and then there is if they work for 5 hours, they have snack and drink bonus. If they work for 6, they have snack and drink bonus. 1 and 2, there's no bonus, and then 11 hours have extra money, 12 hours extra money. So you need to find, like last week, you need to find the rule how to give give the bonus for this person. Okay, so you can do using 9, using 9. The same, totally the same like last week. So here you can use it as a reader. I'm very quick here because it's the same like last week. So use as a reader, and then don't forget to use table partition. I'm very quick to give you an example. Just wait. Here, okay, and then execute. Don't forget to see this one, and then using table partition. Table partitioner to see to differentiate the data here, and then in the don't forget to check the absolute here, and then using stratify, and then use the bonus one because we would like to set the rule of the bonus. We would like to know the rule set of the bonus, how the regulation bonus will be given to the people. So use bonus, okay, and then apply and execute. Okay, this one. So you have a two partition, first partition and second partition. First partition is the real data. Second partition later will be used to the new data if there is a new another members. Okay, and then you can use a decision tree learner to train the data. You connect to train the data. Open dialog using bonus and check the binary nominal split. So it's for to split. So you don't have any decimal things. Okay, as a kid. You don't have to open this one because it's really hard to split. So this decision tree learner to practice to give a train to your data, to give information or to train the data. Other one, you can use rule set, connect, and then configure first. Okay, execute, and then here you reopen, open output port and table. You will have the rule analog. You have the table rules for the decision tree. Later, you need to explain what is it. Okay. This is the most important thing is using decision tree image. Okay, this one, and then open dialog. Nothing need to change. Okay, apply and execute. Here there is a decision tree. So you can see here, this is the 15 people, and then if they work less or equal with 8.5 hours, so they got snack and drink bonus. When they work more than 8.5 hours, they will have extra money. Okay, and you can see here, if the people work hour less or equal with 8.5, you need to divide again. The first one is divide work hour less equal with 3.5, and the other one if they work less and equal with 3.5, they will not given bonus. But if they work hour more than 3.5 but less than equal 8.5, they get snack and drink bonus. So you need to explain what is it. So this is the diagram analysis and also rule set. You can also see the rule here in the table. You can see here how they create the table and how the rule. For example, if they work less than equal with 3.5 and less than equal 8.5, this means that they no bonus. But if they work more than 3.5 and less than equal with 8.5, they get snack and drink bonus. And if they work more than 8.5, they get extra money. So you need to explain this one. Okay. So that's the things for you can for today analysis is totally the same with last week. So but different data. So you need to answer these 3 questions. There's a 3 questions. You need to answer based on this one. Okay. Before you work for the today class activity, let's have a second hour attendance check. Please scan the QR code. First, you can scan the QR code. If you haven't scanned, you can scan through this one. So you can start to work. Okay? So please explain and answer the question. And also, if you have any question, you can ask me. We will discuss in the third hour. Okay?